It's interesting to reflect a little bit on the origin of this beautiful solemnity of all the saints. And the first time that it was celebrated was in the church of Antioch. And there was a commemoration of all the holy martyrs. You know, you remember very well how Antioch is the first diocese of the Catholic Church, the first see of the Catholic Church. That is where Bishop St. Peter was first bishop. And from very early, there was this celebration for all those martyrs that were unknown, because there were so many that could not be celebrated. For example, St. John Chrysostom, this great preacher and father of the church, he every year delivers sermons called Praise of all the holy martyrs of the entire world. And in the West, the feast was introduced when the Pope, in the year 600, when the Pope was given the Pantheon of Rome, this pagan temple that had been pagan for so many years, and then it was given to the Catholic Church, which is a huge symbol of the conversion of the empire. So the Pope established there the devotion to Our Lady, Mother of all the holy martyrs, or Queen of all the holy martyrs. And it was celebrated in May, the same thing in Antioch. It was celebrated in May. And then soon there was an extension from the martyrs to all the saints, all the other saints. All the apostles, martyrs, confessors, and all the just and perfect servants of God, whose bodies rest throughout the whole world. That was with Pope Gregory III in 1741. In 741. Very early. It's very interesting that in the year 1844, Pope Gregory IV transferred the feast from May, that was always celebrated, to November the 1st. And many say that it is because to replace a celebration of the bad spirits, evil spirits that the Germans had. And actually, according to some of the documents, the real reason was that there were a lot of pilgrims going to Rome for the feast of all the saints, all martyrs and all saints in May. But May was already they didn't have the crops, right? So all the crops and all the grain came at the end of September, right, in Rome. So they didn't have the food to feed so many pilgrims. That's why the Pope, out of charity and for a very good practical reason, he transferred the feast day to November. Of course, providentially, we do believe that can replace any other pagan feasts. And then from the very beginning, the object of this feast day was to venerate all the merits of the saints in common. All the merits of the saints in common. And then to honor all those who we cannot venerate along the year, because the days of the year are not enough to celebrate all the saints. So that is what we are celebrating today. And this solemnity, this feast day, gives us a glimpse of the joy, that the saints have in heaven. And we are invited to participate in that joy even here on earth. And they teach us that they were one of them, and we are called to be one of them. So we are also called to be saints. St. Augustine and all the saints said, if they can, why not me? If they can, why not me? Actually, we could perfectly think that we are celebrating today our relatives, our people that we knew that are now in heaven. And then this feast teaches us also to start loving God, to want to be saints right now. To start loving God with our whole hearts and with everything we have as much as we can right now in order to be saints. What does it mean to be saints? It means that. To love God with our whole hearts. To follow Jesus Christ without conditions. To follow His inspirations without conditions. To surrender to Him, to obey to His will without conditions. And accepting all the crosses, and that is very important. Accepting every cross. It's interesting that the Gospel brings today that the saints, the blessed, that we celebrate in heaven, are those who on earth have a different type of blessing. Those who mourn, those who are pure, those who are meek, those who are merciful, those who are clean of heart, those who suffer persecution for the sake of the name of Jesus Christ. So it is a blessing, and it's a necessary path, persecutions and crosses, in order to be the blessed in heaven as well. Finally, the saints that we celebrate today are the joy and consolation of the Sacred Heart of Jesus Christ. They are those who pleased the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And why is that? First of all, because they are those who drank from the stream of holiness pouring out from the pierced heart of Jesus Christ. That stream of blood and water represented by the sacraments and the merits and the love of Jesus Christ. All the saints, you can imagine a whole stream, all the saints became saints because of drinking from that love of Jesus Christ. That is the source of holiness. The source of holiness is the love of Jesus Christ for God and the love of Jesus Christ for souls. And also, they are the joy and consolation of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, because it is holiness the best way to please the heart of Jesus. If we want to revere the heart of Jesus, if we want to please Him, the best way is to put all our efforts to become saints, to put all our efforts to be holy. Now, this doesn't mean to follow a program. Becoming saints and wanting to be saints does not mean that I need to follow a program. It means, again, to love Jesus Christ with all our conditions, and only Jesus Christ, and everything only out of the sake of Jesus Christ. With a purity of love that is only for Him. And where are we going to obtain that pure love? Only from His holy heart, from His most sacred heart. So let us renew today our determination to prioritize today, the prioritize in our lives the love of Jesus Christ, the love of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And let's start today, First Friday, let's start to drink more and more and more from His love, through the sacraments, through prayer, through good works, through sacrifices. Let's start to drink more and more, so that we may share one day the joy that fills the hearts of Jesus and fills the heart of all the saints in heaven.